That ladder looks promising, but we'll have to drop it down from above. Lucky us. That's worth taking. I'll harvest what I can, should it please you.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
Walking everywhere is certainly tiring.
I thought you might like this, so I picked it up. Here you go.
Thank you for healing me, Arisen.
This is for you, Master. I thought it might come in useful.
Goblins, Master!
I can do no less in service.
Goblins! What rotten luck! We've need of your aid again, sir.
Seems we drove them off. You've my thanks for aiding us. Vernworth isn't far from here. Will you join us the rest of the way? All right. Into the ox cart, then.
Isn't it about time we had ourselves a meal? Oh, what I wouldn't give for it.
I was informed of your coming would be arisen.
Captain Brandt, this individual summoned a pawn through a rift stone. Several witnesses can attest to it. Though I admit I had my doubts at first. 'Twould seem this is no mere
This one's not a bad sort. Saved our hides on the way here.
As decreed by the great will of our world, there can only be one arisen. That arisen now resides within the palace. Indeed, it follows, therefore, that this ruffian before us is naught but a pretender. You must submit to questioning. I shall conduct the interrogation myself. Stand watch outside. I beg your forgiveness for my insolence, Your Majesty. If the Queen Regent had learned of your existence, I fear your life would have been in peril. I had no choice but to treat you as a pretender, lest my actions draw suspicion from watchful eyes. Then you have truly lost your memory? You, and no other, are the Sovereign. Some days past, you confronted the dragon in the village of Melv. The people rejoiced, for our true liege had finally yet. Not all celebrated your... Your arrival would have robbed the Queen Regent Disa of everything. During the time of the previous consul, she acted as a queen in her own right, ruling the palace as she saw fit. And just after the consul's passing, when 'twas all but certain that her son would take his father's place, word reached the castle that the Arisen had been found. To Disa, your Majesty's very existence is naught but an obstacle to her own family's continued prosperity. The assassination of the Arisen is an impossible feat for mortal hands. Thus, Disa chose to abduct your Majesty while you recovered from your wounds. Following that, she prepared a replacement. However, with your Majesty, I shall devise some plans to further our cause. This one's cleared of all suspicion, and has my permission to remain in the capital. You are to trouble the good...
Pray forgive me, I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Consarn it! Get back here! You there! Did you see an urchin in a cap run past just now? Can you tell me which way he went? Many thanks. I'll catch that wretch yet.
You're a kind one, aren't you? 'Twould seem I am in your debt. In fact, there's aught I would ask of you if you've the time.
Aha! There you are!
Oh, apologies, but our chat will have to wait. Till next...
Some might find it tedious. Should I get up? Not today.
No trouble.
Now, where was that bound again?
I'll put a price on it.
None of us is guaranteed tomorrow.
Got to my room.
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
This looks as good a place as any.
Interested in my wares?
I'm in no hurry to leave.
Go on, have a look. Many thanks.
Not buying? That's just as well. Better to be selective than wasteful.
Gold is a resource best spent judiciously.
There's ought to be said for peace and quiet.
Captain Dogma Fry led the villagers.
I've just recalled a little tidbit I heard from the locals.
Regarding the Vermundian military, yes?
Indeed. Tell is, there's been a shift in the chain of command.
Oh dear. What am I to do?
Welcome. Just as it should
Your Majesty, your timing is impeccable. 'Tis not a matter for prying ears. Pray.
No shame in letting down your hair now and then.
I've a note.
The rules at your leisure.
As I should Disa denounce your Majesty as a false. Yet if we are to prove your identity, it was delayed so that the sovereign, that is, the false arisen, the central players in the court ought all be in attendance. None would be able to only select members of the nobility. If your Majesty is to be counted among them, you will need the citizenry. What say you? Might I ask? I thank you, your Majesty. The first is Trevo Mine, to the northwest. Next is Half Village. Finally, there is a court.
We have been charged with the felling of monsters. There is surely no challenge to which we cannot rise.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim. As you will need to infiltrate the palace to gather evidence of Disa's. I have attempted to do the same. Would that I could undertake the task myself. What say you, your Majesty? I shall ensure that the door to the Queen Regent's office is open between midnight. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Of all those who serve the Queen Regent, there is. I refer to Waldar, many a time as Disa and many a time as the magistrate. Our laws dictate that your Thus, as the staunchest supporter of the law, what say you? Might you be? I prepared a means for you to enter the palace dungeons. This mission demands the utmost seek. Should you be discovered, I will be.
Nothing's harder than living in honest.
Mayhap I ought to ask around town.
Lots
I've
to do.
been here soon.
Precious little time for
Try all I might. I can't get this.
Where's the day calling
It's been a hard day. The sea lies in the distance, and beyond it, a land unknown.
What sort of place might it be, I wonder?
Well, that wasn't the homecoming I envisioned. I knew the village would be in a... And wait, but ne'er did I
expect to see an entire boss of Saurians picking.
The day grows darker with our every step.
We shall have to be all the more vigilant.
Have my protection!
Well, sir.
Riding in an ox cart would be a welcome reprieve.
Fewer monsters are to be found on the main road, though carts travel only by the sun's light.
Let me get that.